Olá, boa noite. Welcome to the Portugal Pillow Talk podcast. Actually, tonight it's sofa surfing because we haven't made it to bed. We were so tired last night.
And the night before.
Have we not done for 2 nights?
Well, we did the one from the 2 nights ago. We did in the morning the next day, didn't we?
Delayed service.
Yeah, and then last night we just were too tired.
Yeah, sorry. And tonight we're tired, aren't we?
Yeah.
But in a good way. You know that how you feel when you felt like you've really kind of spent yourself wisely and fruitfully during the day?
I think it's just because I've been on my feet since 7 o'clock this morning and I've just sat down. And it's 11 o'clock.
I don't even remember 7 o'clock this morning. But you can call me Carl. 3 live streams, Munson, if you like. 3 live streams today. 2 for you?
Yeah.
Plus everything else you've done.
Yeah.
Highlight for me today was getting the lovely 5 litres of locally produced olive oil. Plus bonus bag of goodies from our lovely neighbour, Adriana. She...
Not a dry cough.
Not a dry cough. She... brought the olive oil over. Was giving us some seeds as well. Yeah, swapping.
Yeah, a bit of seed swapping.
Seed swapping going on, a beautiful bag.
This was happening over the garden wall, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, just over on the boundary. As far as
all very respectable, wasn't it?
Well, also it's like it's food, isn't it? It's not like we were playing bloody gin rummy over the fence or whatever. This is like proper. She was delivering us a food parcel, effectively, and future food in the seeds.
Yeah, we were swapping seeds. Although, to be fair, we didn't really have much that she didn't already have. But she gifted us with some popcorn.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Like a variety of sweet corn that's perfect for popcorn.
Oh, excellent.
Which is great because the popcorn we made last year actually wasn't very good for popcorn.
Oh, okay.
So the kids are looking forward to planting that.
Yeah, very good.
I had a wild couple of hours in the afternoon with the kids in the back garden. Ending in everyone getting soaked with a hose with our 1-year-old like grinning ear to ear and shrieking at the top of his voice while he was like soaking all 3 of us.
It's a great part of childhood, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Water fights and soaking each other with the hose. They're having a pretty normal... Well, they've never had a normal childhood in one sense, have they?
Well, they don't know what a normal childhood is. Yeah. I don't think anyone does, do they?
But they're having quite a natural childhood.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to say, even in these sort of circumstances.
Yeah.
So although DP did say to me tonight, I was thinking, he's our 8-year-old. And he said, when do you think the disease will be over, Dad? And I was thinking, oh no, he's getting worried about it. And I said, why'd you ask? Because I think it's good to ask, rather than make your assumptions about why kids are asking things. Because often it's not for the reasons you think.
I thought he said that.
He did say that. He said, when will the disease be over?
But did he say, I wanted to ask because I didn't want to make assumptions?
No, I'm
going to say that's pretty smart.
Yeah. So I said, why'd you ask? And he said, well, because I want to play Pokemon Go. So he wants to get out of the house to go tracking down Pokemon. It's not for any other, terrible, tragic reason. Well, to him it might be, of course.
Yeah.
So what else have we done today? And how the
I just wanted to
pancakes.
Hang on, before
I've got to compliment you on your pancakes, and that is not a euphemism.
Yeah, before we go to pancakes, can I just say, I think it was really good that our 1-year-old felt that he had the power of the hose in his hand. I think all young kids need to feel they have power sometimes, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Just to experience it. I remember seeing a video of some little kid, like maybe 2 or something, at some kind of American football match, and he ran into the field and put his arms in the air, and then all of a sudden everyone else around them like put their arms in the air and cheered. When he put his arms down, everyone put their arms down, and he had he was kind of leading a crowd. And I think Sol, our little 1-year-old, really felt like empowered with that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, they're not much, are they? I guess it's nice for them to get a sense of it. I mean, they're not much. They don't have much executive power in their lives.
No, they don't.
So it's good for them to get a sense of it, isn't it?
So
that's why they like pulling the legs off insects, I suppose.
No, that's what I used to do.
Don't encourage that.
No.
And talking of insects, my goodness, put a picture on Facebook last night of a spider that fell out from under the sink while I was cleaning it the night before last. Great big. I'm told it's a female. And that's not
Who
some
told
sort of
you that? Could you
sexist
see
reference
its
to the
boobs?
kitchen sink. Unless that was a sly joke that I missed. No, I didn't see spider boobs. I wasn't looking for them, to be fair. But just someone said, I said, look at this guy I found under the sink. He fell on my hand the night before last, but I've safely put him out in the garden. And someone said, Phil, our friend Phil in Devon said, I think you'll find it's a female. Okay, fair enough. And then someone else said, yeah, insert sexist kitchen reference joke here. But it was immense, an impressive spider. And yeah, going back to the 1-year-old, he screamed, didn't he, when he saw it in the glass on the plate? He was just like, it's a natural. In fact, I mentioned it this morning talking to Tom, about how it is, with these primeval instincts. Like we'll probably always be scared of spiders and snakes for some reason. It's in there, isn't it? It's in our response, our animal response to be a little bit fearful of these things. So powerful. So, and you have to overcome yourself to not be afraid of spiders, I think. I think it's quite a natural thing you have some sort of primal urge in you to run or scream.
A bit wary. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Like, isn't it weird how life just changes?
Well, how it has
heartbeat?
changed, yeah.
Yeah, because leading up to the autumn, when we brought the trampoline back inside, so that kids could use a trampoline in the house.
Yeah.
We had a load of false widows.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out of they'd obviously been hibernating in the metal or something. They'd been keeping warm in the metal or whatever. We had a load of them like scurrying around our house, and they started
a party.
Yeah, they started coming out of the woodwork. It was like that, just that time of year when they came out. And I remember thinking, oh no, I really don't want this around here because we've got an almost 1-year-old and this, that, and the other. And that was like my biggest horror at the time, was imagining one of us getting...
Or a spider bite.
Yeah. So I remember like getting these, like actively looking for spiders all the time and taking them out. And I removed loads of those spiders from our house. And now I couldn't give two,
Proverbials.
Yeah, I saw one the other day and I was like, cool as anything with it.
What, you'd look good battered?
Tempura. No, maybe when we run out of food we'll be like that. But I just calmly took him into the kitchen, into the garden, and let him go. But I've never really been that scared of spiders.
No, but you know what I mean. You don't
I'm
pick
wary
them
of
up,
them.
do you? Don't you let them run about all over you? It is a bit of a flesh creepy thing, I think, for human beings. And I think people who become those people who collect reptiles and insects and snakes, overcome something. It's a bit like overcoming the fear of heights, isn't it? People who have adrenaline-based sports based on heights are overcoming a natural urge in order to indulge their new excitement.
Kids are born with two fears, aren't they?
What are they, mum and dad?
Fear of loud noises.
Oh, yeah.
And fear of falling.
Oh, okay, good.
That's natural in babies.
It takes you far.
Yeah, it does.
It?
Yeah.
It takes you a long way. Anyway, back to the matter of Portugal
Pancakes.
and the state of emergency and self-isolation and social physical distancing and naughty puppies who pee on the floor. There he goes. He's just jumped straight on a seat. Spoilt, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel it's right to.
But anyway,
to castigate him publicly on a podcast. So.
But anyway,
you're all right for a minute, Jimmy.
You mentioned
someone holding a snake on the telly.
You mentioned those amazing pancakes.
May I compliment you on your pancakes? Wait, stop it!
I am.
You can sit, but you can't scratch it up, you naughty boy.
I've been making sourdough, or trying to make sourdough, learning to make sourdough, trying to perfect it or whatever.
Yeah.
And like each day you ditch a load of it and you just scoop up a new bit of your sourdough and you feed it and keep the new bit and get rid of the rest. And I just thought there must be something to do with the old other than like use it as some kind of wallpaper paste, because I think it would keep wallpaper up for quite some time.
And which did you use? Really did you use the spiritual internet of going into a sort of dimly lit room, sitting cross-legged and waiting for the intuition as to what to do with the excess sourdough?
No, I went to Google. And, went to Cultures for Health. Yeah. Cultures for Health are a website I've been to many, many times over the years. They're really, really good.
And do they do Cultures for Health?
They do. They do Cultures for Health. All sorts of Cultures for Health. But yeah.
Do you know, I predict that one day the phrase "it does what it says on the tin" will be replaced by it does what it says in
on
the
the
domain name. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, they had a load of really cool recipes. So, yeah.
Including sourdough pancakes. Or sourdough, has it got a technical term? The throw off from your sourdough mix?
I don't know.
The excess batter.
What do you want to call it?
I don't know. I'm
like
reaching.
we're calling the sourdough Joe the Dough.
Joe the Dough,
who
lives on our kitchen worktop. We've got marble worktops, you know.
Yeah, I've had to put
from 1958.
I know. I've had to put Joe the Dough on a wooden.
So he doesn't get too cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah, so I've put him on a little wooden breadboard so that he doesn't get cold. Because
and do you show him videos of other sourdoughs as a sort of aspirational, like motivational videos of other doughs rising?
No, he's a bit young, so
you don't want to hothouse him.
Yeah, I don't think he should. Just have free rein as to what he watches.
Okay, very good.
Putting a bit of
different
parent
rules
guidance.
For the kids then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very good. I mean, the pancakes were delicious.
They were easy.
Yes,
that was the main thing.
Yeah,
they were kind of chewy. I've never really had chewy pancakes, but they were sweet and delicious.
I really enjoyed it. It was a real nice positive in my morning at work at the coal face of technology. where I enjoyed the pancakes, but didn't enjoy so much Minnie coming in whilst I was live streaming to the Portuguese nation. But we managed that as well. She came in. Can you go back to Mummy?
No.
while I'm doing a live program, she is great. She is really good. So what else today? What else has occurred to you or sunk in or whatever? It's not been the most sort of glorious of days, is it? It's a bit mute. I'm getting a sense of mutedness. There's a curve of isolation where it just goes a bit flat. You know, you have your ups and downs. This felt like a bit of a flat day today, to me anyway.
I don't know. I've done some good work today, which has.
So we take that for granted, don't we? That you're very productive as well.
Yeah. It's been good. I think I'm just a bit tired. I feel really knackered, and I don't know why.
Kind of colours everything, that, doesn't it?
Yeah. We made, thanks to our beautiful neighbour who gifted us with a lot of food, we had a beautiful celery soup tonight, didn't we?
Popular with the kids.
Yeah, the kids loved it, which was amazing. Made some stock from some of the old stalks and old vegetable leavings from a couple of days that we've been collecting, which sounds a bit like, ew, like, why would you do that? But right now, every bit of old vegetable gets put in a pan so that we can, make a stock out of it.
Kind of all bets are off, aren't they? We're just living in different ways. I had curry for breakfast. I suppose that's not unusual for people, is it? But it wasn't like a leftover takeaway. It was like our own.
We've actually had it 3 times today.
Yeah, it's been that's been good value, that curry.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be eating some of that celery soup for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We also
I've got
had
not
some
only
really
your
good
pancakes.
Flatbreads. My flatbreads were perfect.
Oh my god! Not only are your pancakes brilliant, the what are they? Chapatis were so authentic and brilliant as well. Even the brown spots on them. The little singeing that you get on an authentic chapati.
Joe the Dough again.
Really, he's really doing us a big favour and doing us proud. That sourdough, it was really good. Oh god, this puppy's like biting me with these needle-like teeth while I'm trying to do this. This is it reminds me of that time. It's a total tangent, but my old mate Monty, back in the UK, when I took him to that tantric awareness day, and he met the very legendary Tuppy Owens, who wrote the Sex Maniac's Diary back in the day, and then became an advocate for people with disabilities and their sexuality and sexual health. Yeah, he was interviewing her. And a poodle who belonged to his tantric consort, which came later in the adventure. But this little poodle who had a really funny name like Fufu or Fifi or something like that, started humping Tuppy's elbow while she was trying to talk to Damien. And I became unprofessional. I was laughing so much.
Became.
Very good. It was a situation like this. I was trying to record them having a conversation, and I lost it. I started to shake. quietly at first, but then I couldn't contain myself, and I think Tuppy said, "What's wrong with your friend?"
Fifi couldn't contain herself either.
She didn't even notice that this little curly poodle was pleasuring himself on her elbow. Yeah, it was a funny moment. The funny that's like story number 2 in funny things dogs do when you're trying to record a podcast.
What was the first?
The first one was not that funny. It was the puppy biting into my hand with his needle-like teeth.
You made contact with your mum today.
Yeah, made sure Mum's all right. The neighbours are being great, dropping her food off, which is great. It's a relief to know that vulnerable people in the UK will be having food delivered to them. And you should think so, really, shouldn't you, if they're going to be staying indoors for 12 weeks.
Yeah,
and thank God proper lockdown has come to the UK as well. Long overdue, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and they're doing it here. What's it? Fikem Kaza is the hashtag here. I've seen it on the TV, up in the top right-hand corner, Fikem Kaza, yeah. Yep. And we're just getting used to it, aren't we? I think people are getting used to it. This is the new normal slowly here. Mm-hmm. Although we are in a bit of a bubble, aren't we, out in the sticks here?
Yeah.
But, I could hear in the distance the trains are rolling by through Korea Station. That's still a reassuring sound in the distance. Less traffic, I think.
Yeah,
have you noticed in the skies? Have you noticed?
Skies are much clearer.
Are they?
Yeah.
Even with chemtrail?
Yeah. I haven't seen any for a good week.
Okay, that's a footnote.
But to be fair, the skies are much less crowded over here anyway.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, so I think, we're running out of steam a bit here, but it'd be, really nice to hear from people. We are doing these live, interestingly. Well, I think it's interesting as well, which gives people a chance to just chip in and say hi when they see this is going live on Facebook or wherever. And the numbers are growing. People seem to be interested in
in our ramblings
hearing
this
little backstory. If you've got this far, I'm taking it you're interested. Anyone who's not interested, stop listening in the first 30 seconds anyway. But it's really nice to see the numbers are going up, and it'd be lovely to find out who you are, who's tuned in and listening. And find out what's going on in your neck of the woods, and if it's Portugal you're interested in, or you're somewhere else in the world, how the lockdown and the corona phenomenon is affecting you and how it's changing your life. Because we think we've gone past that point, haven't we, where the elastic limit, I was saying to someone this morning, that's one of the things I remember from my physics tuition at school, is the elastic limit. You can pull something, and you will know this with hairbands. I've seen them lying around on the floor here. After a while, they get pulled, don't they? And then they don't go back to their original shape.
Yeah.
And that is I think our global society's like that.
That's how we all are at the moment.
We've been pulled
out of shape.
Yeah, and it's not
never
going
be
back.
The same shape again.
It's not. It's going to be. You're going to have to tie a knot in it or something, aren't you? Or reform it, or find a different way of dealing with your hair, or however I can extend that metaphor. So yeah, hopefully you're not too badly out of shape. You're seeing ways that the new shape can be advantageous to yourself, your family, and society when we all start putting this back together again. And I hope that you stay safe. Did you have a parting thought?
Yeah, I do. We've got 17 organic lemons that arrived today, and I'm wondering the best idea to make the most of them. I'm thinking of fermenting them. I wondered what you thought.
Like, seriously, is this like when life gives you lemons?
Yeah, make
fermented
lemonade. Right, I've got to go to bed because the boys cry.
Goodbye.
Bye.